back, ladies and gentlemen, to the crypto wave. Big stretch. Been a while since I did a video. Work's getting in the way. You know how life goes, but let's get a quick update. So PIGGYBANK, rockin' and rollin'. I've been sticking with it. So I used to have this Excel spreadsheet that I was working on that was keeping tracks of it, but honestly, it's still inconsistent with what the fees are, what the taxes are. The farm isn't up and running yet. So the pig pen, I can't get a good sense as to what the payout per pigs per day is. So what I'll probably end up doing is basically taking the amount of pigs that I have in here, dividing it by how much BUSD I'm getting per day, basically. And then try and come up with an average that way. Because before I had it pretty pinpointed where you would have about, 30 cents per pigs per day or 10 cents per pigs per day or whatever the case is. Problem is nothing's really feeding this. So this has been slowly going down. And that's simply because the farm is not open yet. The farm is being worked on. If you guys aren't aware, if you saw my last video, they are doing the dogs credits. So dog crediting has already begun. In fact, it probably is going to be ending here pretty soon. So if you have not done it yet, I suggest you get off your keister and you get it going. The only thing you can submit will be single dogs or BUSD dogs pair or WB&B dogs pair. You need to withdraw them from the farms on the old animal farm site simply by clicking the little minus button here. Once you click that minus button, it populates as your balance. You submit it, and boom, you wait for the dogs contract. There was a note saying the dogs contract should be done by the end of week. Today is Friday, so hopefully we'll be getting an update soon. I just checked the Telegram a moment ago, and I've not seen an update. Let's close that out. I've not seen an update since then. Let's see what it said. Oops. My bad. Go back down. This one. Let's see. Today we sent 5,000 drip to the drip vault. Not a big deal. The drip was generated by just over a month of the animal farm fees. Yada, yada, yada. Aquify deal I did not get a part of. I'm not part of the REAP DAO. It's too expensive for me. Claiming dogs. Nah, there was an update after this. There was one that had to do with the... he had said that it would hopefully be done by the end of the week. Anyway... So he basically said the dogs contracts were basically done into the week. They should be. They're going to do testing through the weekend. Everybody says it. Everybody knows it. He meaning forex and his team, they typically like to launch Tuesdays or Thursdays. I wouldn't count my chickens for Tuesday, maybe Thursday next week. We will see. It all depends on how the testing and stuff goes this weekend. But that is up and coming. Once that's done, the priority at that point moves forward to getting the farms back active. As you guys know, on the animal farm has not gotten back active yet. And that's actually where a lot of fees and things are being generated. On the old site, you had these farms where you can stake your LP tokens or even single assets in the pigs pool. And you could then earn yield through dogs. Dogs earn you pigs, or you can sell them, or you can pair them, or do whatever the heck you want to do with them. But again, and farms where a lot of this, the fees that feed the pig pen come from those farms. People entering, people exiting, people buying, people selling. So his goal right now is to generate as much buying and selling and kind of flow through the dogs and pigs tokens as possible, because all of those fees go towards the pig pen as well as the piggy bank as well as the farms. There's, he's changed it up quite a bit on the back end. I can't wait for an updated white paper with all the changes in regards to fees and where they're going and all that kind of stuff. One big piece of news, so there was a lot of hype because there was going to be a single asset. So as you guys know, in the farms, when you're in here and you're putting liquidity provider tokens in here, those tokens actually mine Pancake on the back end, what they call rehypothecation. So not only you mining dogs, but on the back end, he's actually using it to mine Pancake. And he's using that cake to buy and sell to generate more yield for the farm and for the pig pen itself. So a big deal that he was trying to do was make a way for the single asset pool. So if you were to stake one of these single assets, it would be rehypothecation on the back end onto another site. And he had actually announced that it was going to be in a ape swap partnership. And ape swap was going to allow single asset stakes to generate and do rehypothecation on the back end. Supposedly it was all done deal because he announced it But unfortunately, there was some sort of miscommunication, some sort of misunderstanding between the higher up developers at ApeSwap and those who create deals, and they basically backed out. So unfortunately, we won't have any single asset rehypothecation yet. I know that's probably still something that they're looking into, and they're looking to, excuse me, they're looking to create some more generation. But in the meantime, we're just dealing with the farm tokens at this point. So with that being said, pardon me 1 second. Work messages. All right. With that being said, that was a big announcement that got removed. However, a big announcement that is coming is that he's been having, as you guys know, I don't know if you noticed when I looked at the Telegram, I was trying to look up Scratchy. And Scratchy is the tentative name of the scratch tickets that he's going to be generating. That's going to be, in essence, a scratchy lottery that is used. You use B&B, or you can use, I believe there's going to be a dogs one. I believe there's going to be a pigs one. And you have to spin pigs, dogs, or B&B in order to buy these scratchers. These scratchers then give you a chance to win a prize pool. That prize pool then gets distributed to anybody holding tickets during that particular time. They're going to come out in batches. So each batch then, if you do not burn those particular tickets, you will actually end up holding those as an NFT, and you actually you end up generating income for yourself, because all subsequent sales then goes towards people who are holding those particular tickets. Really cool concept. Yet another cash flow, hopefully, if it's as good as it is. Hopefully there's a lot of people out there like scratchers. Not to mention, this is actually going to be something that he can sell to other projects. So when they can put it into their project and use their tokens for scratchers, but there's still going to be a percentage that comes back to the animal farm, the originator of the coding. With that being said, that's huge, because you need cash flow. You need movement. You need movement in and out of Animal Farm. You need people buying. You need people selling. You need people utilizing tokens. And those tokens have to have a use case. As of right now, Pigs has a use case, which I think is a very big use case, which is ownership of the farm. The bigger the farm gets, the more revenue it generates, the more important the pigs are going to become. Dogs, on the other hand, its only utility at the moment is to generate pigs, which is a good utility, but you also want diversification. The more you can get people to use dogs for various things, whether that be mining, whether that be playing games, whether that be buying scratchers, whether that be anything, pairing it up and putting it into the farm, whatever it is, you need money movement through this site in order to generate revenue. The more revenue it produces, the better it is for everybody that's involved. So with that being said, he did also announce that there's going to be almost like a Russian roulette type game utilizing dogs, which in essence, you can use dogs, and you can submit. From what I understand, it's kind of a 1 in 6 chance to win a prize, and you use dogs, and it's Russian roulette. It's 5 empty chambers, 1 with a bullet. And not a bullet in this instance, but I think that's where the concept is coming from. If you hit that trigger button, or you hit that click that then generates a number or whatever the heck it does, if it falls within that 1 out of 6 categories, then you win that prize. However, you can also increase your odds to 2 out of 6, 3 out of 6, whatever the case may be, by spending more dogs. Those dogs will be burned. Those dogs will be utilized for all kinds of different things. Again, giving utility to the dog token, creating a little bit of demand for it, and also causing buying and selling, because those transaction fees on the dogs, those fees go towards the animal farm and feed it directly. So that's yet another cash flow that he is currently working on, which is going to be pretty dang bullish. The farm itself will be pretty bullish once it comes along. And then hopefully he starts turning his attention over here to the drip. Drip has, unfortunately, as everybody's been watching, it has been coming down over time. It's down to about $10. I think it broke down to about $8 from what I tell. Its all-time high was 120, if I'm not mistaken, or 100 something. It was up there. It was pretty dang up there in regards to its peak. So it's really far off of its. If there's a way to I don't think there's a way to go back in time. Oh no, there is. Let's see. Let's go back in time. There is, I still, in my opinion, think drip is a huge undervalued, thing. Here we go. I'm just doing it wrong. Oh, I thought we'd be able to go back further in time. Anyways, I think it's very undervalued. I think once you start seeing this animal farm coming back on and clicking on all cylinders, it's going to turn your attention. It's going to turn his attention towards marketing, pushing, and developing the ecosystem that he's created. The drip token is a huge part of that. I mean, even to the fact that within the farms, if you remember the previous farms, there was actually a drip BUSD farm that was generating pigs and things. This is one of the few that was actually generating pigs. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of attention turned towards this. I think if you've been buying drip all along and you bought drip at 50 or you bought drip at 75 or you bought drip at 30, there's no reason not to buy it now. I know everybody's kind of fearful that this is going to go down to nothing, but I just don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's kind of the stepchild that's been left behind a little bit because Animal Farm and the hiccup with the Animal Farm and the hiccup with the bot and all that kind of stuff. So drip, although it's been worked on in the back end, hasn't gotten its tender love and care that it usually gets. So I personally, I'm still at this point within my faucet. I've been doing nothing but hydrate for well over a month or two. My max payout is now almost 3,000, which is really good for me. I'm holding long term. This one I think is big. I'm just going to keep hydrating. I do buy every once in a while, just depending on where I get farming and stuff from. And once the Animal Farm kicks back into gear, I will be shooting some back over here in order to get more drip as well. My play speaking of Animal Farm, let's come back over to here at Piggy Bank. What I talked about in the very, very beginning, I'm sticking with my plan. My very first stake was a 0-time stake, so I can compound and withdraw this to my desire actually. And what I'm actually doing is Monday through Friday I compound, Saturday, Sunday I withdraw, and that's been my tactic since this thing relaunched. And that goes for every single one of these stakes that I put in. Then I put in a 3-year, a 2-year, a 2-year, 1 year, 6 month, 2 month, screwed up here, did a 2 weeks, that's already expired. And now I'm doing 2 months every time. So every Friday I compound everything again, and then I start a new stake, which I actually just started this one. I just started this one today actually. And that's going to be my tactic from here on out. And what I'm hoping will happen is each Monday through Friday, my mouse is acting funny. Each Monday through Friday, I'm going to be compounding these truffles. Every Saturday, Sunday, withdrawing those truffles. So every Saturday and Sunday, I can withdraw this particular one and this particular one. Well, in 2 months' time, or in 41 days, I'll be able to withdraw this particular one. And then a week later, I'll be able to, so each week, so right now I can do this one and this one. When 41 days is up, I'll be able to do this one, and this one every Saturday, Sunday. Meanwhile, each Friday I'm adding a new one on. And then on the next week, I'll be able to do this one, this one, this one, and then this one will end. So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4 that I can claim on at any time I want, as well as compound. And so on and so forth. The following week, because I'm starting these a week apart from another, I will be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 claims. And that will be, actually, it'll be this one first, actually. So, but at the same time, as I'm claiming these and as I continue to build, I still have 29 pig BUSD, and I usually start these at a 10 BUSD, pig BUSD, LP. I usually do 10 for 2 months. Each week I'll be adding one, so every week I'll have more of these available to claim every Saturday and Sunday. And that's my play until something changes, to be completely honest with you. And that's what I've been doing since it relaunched. I've just compounded everything, added a new 2-month stake. I have enough at the moment because I do 10 every time. I have enough for the next 2 weeks. On Saturday, I'll be able to pull a little bit more out here, which should put me over for at least another week here. I've been pulling, when I cash this out, it gets me, I want to say 6 or 7 LP at the moment. So in essence, I'm trying to auto compound myself into these stakes. And then as long as I continue to compound Monday through Friday, they'll be kind of going on indefinitely. It is predicated on the pig price. And as you guys know, it did start out and it's been coming down to the 120. Not shocking. Everything under the sun, stocks, forex, crypto, you name it, real estate, everything is coming down at the moment, unfortunately. So this isn't a shock to me. This is just a time, anytime the market comes down, if nobody's been in this crypto space for a while, you know that this is the time to accumulate. You want to buy at these cheaper prices. People love buying at higher prices because the hype is there and the sky's the limit. But when the sky is hit and you can't go into the atmosphere quite yet, it comes back down to the ground. Well, you should be buying at that ground level, waiting for that next rocket ride up to the sky again. And that's what I've been doing, not only in Animal Farm and Drip, but also in just my typical cryptos that I hold on to that I kind of have long-term faith in. I'm basically trying to buy those little by little, kind of dollar cost averaging into it. So, all right, guys, that is enough for today. That is the update on my piggy bank. That is the update on my pig pen. That is the most frequent or most up-to-date updates on Animal Farm as a whole from forex. We will wait. I hope sometime today or tomorrow we'll hopefully get another announcement as they're testing dogs, and we'll do a video when that time comes. So until then, I appreciate you tuning in and have a wonderful weekend. And for all of you that have some little kiddos, I'm sure they're probably going to be on summer break soon. So go out and enjoy some summertime with the kiddos as well. So, all right, guys, everybody have a good one.